Hey, what's up, y'all? Clean Cuts, the one, coming back at you live with another video reporting from the bedroom. Wifey's got the living room. She's watching TV. It's her day off. It is what it is. I wanted to get y'all another video because I've not been able to put them up as much. But having 3 kids, wife, responsibilities, I got stuff to do, y'all, and it's a lot more important than just this barbering thing. But I did want to make sure to hit you guys with another video and give you guys something to look at, let y'all know where I'm at. And, I've got a topic for this video. It's something that's been debated in school, talked about, whatever. And I'm just going to give you my take on it. I'm going to talk about gloves, right? Barber gloves. You see on Instagram, you see on Facebook, you see a lot of people wearing gloves just like I did. So I got a box just to see what it was like. Cut for a couple months without gloves. Didn't really have a problem. I got some hair splinters every now and then, which was the main reason that I heard about people wearing gloves, to avoid the hair splinters. Used to pull the hair splinters out with tweezers or whatever. Got the gloves to try to avoid that and just see how it was. So I noticed that when I was wearing the gloves, it takes away from kind of the feel when I'm trying to feel the client's head and the way the hair is, and there's just something about being able to feel everything for me that I really enjoy, that's really good, to help me to, I guess, understand the hair, get myself familiar with the texture, right, of what it is that I'm dealing with. And the gloves kind of take away from that a little bit. Also, at $10 a box, these are the gloves that I got. They're Dynarex brand. I think I said that right. And $10 a box for 100 gloves, that's 50 pairs. They don't last very long. 50 pairs of gloves is not a lot. Even in barber school, it's not like I'm doing 15 cuts a day. Sometimes I'm just doing 0 cuts a day, sometimes 1 cut a day, sometimes 4 cuts a day, maybe 5. I can still tell this isn't a lot. So, it could get a little bit expensive if you don't already have the funds put away to be able to do it. Let's see. What else about them? They're expensive. They take away from the feel. And a lot of barbers just hate on you when you wear them. They say that you're flexing, or, there's a little jive going on at the school or whatever when people are wearing them. And that's all good, So if you got some, if you know what you're doing and your motives are right, and you're not trying to impress nobody, you'll be good. But for me, when I was wearing them, it didn't really bother me too much. As far as the pros go, let's go to the pros, right? What's good about these gloves? First of all, sanitation, cleanliness, right? Actually, back up before that. They do protect you from hair splinters. If you're wearing gloves, you're not going to have a hair splinter in your hands, wherever the glove protects. So that's definitely a positive note. Sanitation, right? We're dealing with, we're taking off top layers of skin with these razor shaves. We're exposing skin. Bodily secretions, people have, when you get into the education, there are bulls on people's skin. We're dealing with, barbers used to be the surgeons back in the day, and I know we don't perform surgery, but we do get around people that bleed. Sometimes we make a mistake, or sometimes your clippers are set too close. People do bleed sometimes, and it's worth taking into consideration. So pros, definitely the sanitation aspect of these. I don't see anything wrong. I don't think you can ever be too sanitary. I don't think you can ever be too careful. And especially, having a family and everything like that, it's an investment in my future to wear these. As far as, when you talk about like barbers say other barbers are flexing or whatever, that's really not my concern, right? Like for me, I'm looking at it from the client perspective. I'm not in this business to please another barber. I'm in this business to please my clients, right? And to provide a service, and to provide the best service, the utmost service. So when I'm doing these razor shaves, right, every client gets a new razor. Every client gets a spray of Cool Care, right, on the clippers. So why should my hands be any different? If I'm not washing and sanitize between every client, which I still do while I'm wearing these gloves, but what's wrong with doing that? And if I'm a client coming in the door and I see that my barber is the only one that cares enough about me to put on a pair of gloves, I'm going to feel pretty good about that. I know when I'm getting in on people's faces, right? Like when I've got the trimmers and I'm getting under people's nose right here and right above their upper lip. Sometimes they're in a position to where like I have to touch their face. And I'm telling you right now, if you've got gloves on and you got to touch a client anywhere around their nose or their mouth, there is another level of comfortability for the client and for yourself in having these gloves on. He doesn't have to worry about what I was doing, what I had for lunch, what he's going to be smelling when I'm putting my nose around his mouth. Even if I had to put my mouth on my finger on his mouth, to get to a hair or something, neither one of us are uncomfortable about that because we know that these are sanitary. And then as far as a brand, man, it just, it's real hard to stand out if you're always fitting in. So a lot of times you got to do something that, if you got a product, you better come up with something that's either better or something that's different than what's already out there. And me personally, here in Knoxville, Tennessee, when I go to barbershops, I don't see gloves. So, from my view, how it takes away the feel and you can't feel the hair and all that, for me, it's not that big of a difference. And what I've done to correct that problem is I'm usually like a large hand. But as you can tell, I buy medium gloves, right? It's almost like my skin. I mean, you can even see like my fingernails poking through almost. So when I'm wearing these gloves, it really is. It's like, I don't know, man. For me, it's just a good decision. It's just a good move to make. But then again, don't get it twisted. I'm not even trying to promote or recommend. I'm telling you where I stand and what my position is on these gloves after not using them and then using them and then taking time to think about, the pros and the cons. And for me, it's a good thing. If you don't wear gloves, that's okay. Barbers haven't worn gloves for a very long time leading up to the last, I don't know when gloves started, wearing in the barber shop, but I would say most barbers don't wear gloves, and they sanitize effectively, and they do a great job at what they do. So I'm not endorsing or saying that you should get gloves. I'm just saying if you follow me and you want to know what it's like coming from cutting zero hair, right, 3 months ago, to being in school. I'm very successful in school. I've got the #2 most heads in the school that I cut regularly. My attendance is 102%. My grade point average is a 97.5. So those numbers are not to brag, just to let you know that I'm real serious about this. I'm paying attention to everything that I'm doing, and I'm considering all aspects. Man, I devote so many hours outside of the school to learning about my trade, learning about my craft, the history, and any advantage that's out there, I intend to take advantage of it. Anybody who's willing to pass on some knowledge or some wisdom, I'm going to listen to them. And so I'm just sharing my experience with you about what it is, that I've learned about these gloves. So I hope this review is helpful for you. Again, like I said, if you're not wearing gloves, don't take this as an attack or nothing. I just really enjoy wearing them. Like I said, it doesn't take away from my haircut, and it's just me. It's for me. Might not be for you, and that's okay. So, I'm going to be hitting you guys soon with the video with regards to, I got a bunch of essential oils, and I also got some, I've created some beard oils. These aren't for sale. These are for my personal use. Right, this is the research I've been doing. Pre-shave oils, beard oils. I've just been learning about essential oils. I've been using them for to help me and my wife sleep and stuff like that. But I want to talk to you about some of this pre-shave oil that I've created. And just to let you know, a lot of these companies are coming out with some products that you could make on your own. It'd be much more cost effective. And anyway, but that's for another video. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to continue to come with more videos. I'm going to continue to learn and to progress and to just share with you guys what I'm going through on my journey. So shout out to my man Slow Jams. He started school today. My man been cutting for 8 years, decided to go get his license. So proud of that dude. Shout out to my mentor Christopher Burke. Al Reed, thanks for hitting me up this week, man. Got so many people to support, man. It's all barber love. I don't know if you know this, but it costs $0 to lift somebody up. It costs $0 to give somebody a praise. So I see some hating going on, and I don't receive any of it. Sometimes it gets thrown at me, but I don't receive it. But I just want to encourage everybody, man, let's just lift each other up, man. Let's make this industry progress. Let's do something beautiful with this thing, because we've been blessed, man. If you're blessed enough to call yourself a barber, or you've got the passion for cutting hair, man, hold on to that, man. Ride that wave, because it's a beautiful thing to have a purpose in your life and have something to do. So until the next video, I appreciate you tuning in. Peace.